We're in Acts, the 7th chapter. It's a funny day. I think it's a fighter's day. You know how there's a day when the devil is just pushing? He just wants you to give up and to stop. You can't get up in the morning. When you get up in the morning, this thing just seems to go bad. I don't believe in coincidences. And people who don't believe in the devil don't believe that the devil has the power to block and to disturb. But people that are normally here are not here. And we're just fighting. Lock the keys in the car wouldn't start. Those are not coincidences. I just believe that God had something special today. And I believe that this word is special. What we talked about last week was Stephen's testimony about the Israelites. But couldn't we have that testimony about all of us? How God has asked us to do things. How God has given us instructions and we went around those instructions. Or how God has us on a path, but we don't like that path. We want the rosy path. We want the path that's leading to blessings or the path that's leading to abundance. But God has us in the desert like he did Moses. He has us in a position of totally depending upon him. Somebody might say he has us in a beggar's position or a position of need. We're not on that road to where, as Autumn was preaching, how we're not on that road where we seem to be, what's the word? We are being blessed left and right, coming in and coming out. But we're going through. We're being tested. God is allowing Satan to test us like he did Job. He's allowing the devil to come into and just to buffet us like he did Paul. Those things are real. I always just go back to our first 2 years of marriage. We were talking about that today, how hard it was. How it seems like every time we got a financial blessing, a bill would come up to take the blessing away. But praise God, we got the blessing to pay the bill. But we were still in the same place we were before the bill was paid. I mean, you know, we were like, oh yeah, we got a little bit of room. All right, praise God. Let's go buy some more barrettes. You know, and all of a sudden, bam. This stuff you put in your hair. You wouldn't know nothing about that, bro. So, the Israelites were in the desert, and it just didn't seem like things were right. Well, why do we need water? Well, because you're in the desert, and you're human. In other words, they came to Moses and said, hey, Moses, we're thirsty. He went to God and said, hey, what's that? Not take the rock, but go to the rock and speak to the rock. He'll spew out water. Well, he's mad, he wouldn't hit the rock. But the thing was, the people needed water in the desert. Because God has us on this road, it doesn't mean that we're not going to be in need. It doesn't mean that we're not going to go through. Job was a blessed man. Let's go there real quick. Job 1. Chapter 1. Verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that man was blameless and upright, and one who feared God and shunned evil. So what was wrong with Job? He shunned evil. God knew him. Now, some people preach the fears of Job came back on him. I don't know about that. That could be true, it could not be true. But as far as the Lord was concerned, that man was blameless and upright, and one who feared God and shunned evil. So his heart was right before God. He shunned evil. In other words, he didn't have evil thoughts. He didn't have evil ways. If something evil came into his heart or into his house, he would kick it out. He shunned evil. Another word for that would be he eschewed evil. He pushed it off. He eschewed it. He didn't want any part of it. He's a good man. A godly man. A man that God was blessing. Well, how do we know that? Well, let's read. And he had 7 sons and 3 daughters that were born to him. And his possessions were 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 female donkeys, and a very large household. So this man was the greatest of all people in the East. Was God with him? Yeah, God was with him. Well, how do we know? Because he was blessed. Now his sons would go and feast in their houses, each on an appointed day, and would send and invite the 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. So what that's saying also, right? His family was close.